Okay, so today we are going to see some concepts about leads, how leads works, and okay. So before that, in the user information, we saw profile, these are roles, we saw how to provision a user, and there is one more thing called queues. Queues are collection of users. Okay, so any individual transaction can be owned by a user or can be owned by a queue. Okay, there are certain transactions which cannot be owned by a queue. Okay, for example, opportunity records cannot be owned by a queue. Okay, but rest of the transactions can be owned by a user. The entire Salesforce.com is a CRM system, and imagine your entire organization is there in the dark because the entire company is working to facilitate to support the customers. Which means ownership is very key because it is something like your entire day-to-day work happens in CRM system. Right? So you should be accountable for your customers. Okay, and you are accountable for the leads which are generated. So that is why there is a standard field in every object called owner ID, which actually needs a valid user because that person who is owning the transaction is accountable. Okay, so because if I own an account, which means I am the account manager because I own that account. If I own a lead, which means I am going to work on this lead, that's why I own this lead. If I own an opportunity, then I am responsible for this opportunity to generate a revenue. So there is a ownership on every transaction. Assuming there is a group of people working on a particular transaction, okay, and it cannot be assigned to a single user. It has to be assigned to a group of users. That's where this queue comes to a picture. Queues are a collection of users. Okay, and these queues can own transaction. It can own a lead, it can own a custom object, but queues cannot be a owner of the opportunities. Why queue cannot own opportunity? If opportunity is created, it immediately contributes to a pipeline report of the owner of the opportunity, which means it cannot be a queue. It has to be a single user because I am a sales rep and I have a sales target. So how that sales target is measured and my performance is measured based on the opportunity values. So I am owning 5 opportunities and each opportunity worth of $100,000. So I total contribute to $500,000 to the organization for this particular quarterly, which means I need to own this opportunity. It cannot be owned by a queue. So even Salesforce as a system will not allow the opportunity to own by a queue. You can always assign the opportunity to an individual user. Okay. So go to the users. We are going to create some queues. Okay, and yeah, there is a no. Scroll down in the user section. You will see a link called queues. Yeah, create a queue. Yeah, and we are going to create 2 new queues and make it as a label as same thing. Western sales region. Yeah, maybe there is a typo. Sales region. And the queue email is you can associate a email ID to an individual queue. Okay, so something like a distribution list or something. Okay, and send email is if any transaction assigned this queue as a owner for the first time, it sends the email. Okay, so now see only the objects you see, only these are all the objects which can be assigned a queue. For example, we don't see the objects like we don't see opportunities, we don't see accounts, we don't see contacts, which means these cannot be assigned to a queue. Okay. So we are going to assign lead object. A queue can be assigned to multiple objects. Okay. So it can be this object is available for lead. Select the lead, and we are going to select the queue members. Scroll down, and what we have, we are going to. Okay, so who's going to be the member? So let's assign. It's Western sales, right? Yeah, assign Western sales rep and administrator. Yeah, your name, Sonal, and members of the queue. Yeah, save this one. And yeah, create another queue called Eastern sales team. Assign to lead object and assign Eastern sales rep and your administrator to this queue. Okay, so we have created two queues. Okay, so now we are going to go to lead object, customize leads, lead object, app setup, customize leads, yeah, app setup, customize leads. We are going to create a new field called region. Hold on, new field, yeah, new field or region. So what is this field? This is going to be a data type called formula. So formula are a specific data type which are calculated during the runtime. Okay, click next. Okay, these values are not stored anywhere in the database. These are runtime calculated field. This is only a display data. But when you are going to run a query against the backend objects, when you are going to do a report, it's all calculated on the runtime. Okay, and this is known as the sales region. Make the field label as sales region. And these are the different types of data types. It says it's a currency, it can return this many types of data, but our requirement is we need to return a text data. So we are going to put text data. Select the formula return type as text. Okay, now we are going to write a formula. This is the formula editor. Okay, so my formula editor, go to the advanced formula tab. There are two tabs. One is simple formula. This is something writing a code. Okay, but it's very simple. Okay, so this is what I want to write. So whenever the lead state has values like California, Washington, and Oregon, and it should put the region as US West. Okay, that's the requirement. So how to do that? So there is a case statement in the function. So the last one is case. Yeah, insert that one. Insert that selected function. So in the right hand side, you can see a small help how this works. So this is case and expression, and if it is the value 1, this is the result. If it is the value 2, this is the result. So we are going to write the expression for all these things. So our expression states, double click on the expression value, double click, and there is click the insert field button, insert field. That's the left hand side. There is a button called insert field. Double click and insert field 1. And these are all the fields available in the lead object. Okay, so scroll down, you will see a field called state or region /region. State province. Yeah, select that one and insert. Okay, so now we have selected, this is the expression. If this value, right, and what is the value equals to? In the value 1, put single quotes as CA. Under single quotes, no, value 1, yeah, put single quotes, yeah, CA. Yeah, result should be single quotes put as US-West. Okay, So likewise for value 2, put Washington WA single quotes, and value result 2 is still US dash West. Okay, so remove all the values from there. Yeah, remove everything. Remove. And yeah, we are going to hit a new line. We'll create for another thing. No, okay, this is okay. This is for US West, right? So we have to extend this for rest of the geos also. Let's do something for East. Okay. So after you before before parenthesis put a comma. Before the after the single quotes put a comma. Yeah, and put the single quotes. Put VA Virginia as a state VA, and close single comma single quotes US dash East. US East, yeah, and you can put a comma, and you can put one more state and as single quotes NJ for New Jersey, single quotes NJ, and comma single quotes US dash East. Okay. Okay. Scroll down and there is a button called check syntax. So basically, check syntax is going to check your expression whether it's correct or not. It says it's wrong. Okay, because we have not put the default one. Okay, so something it says expected 8, received 9. Okay. State California, US West. State Washington, US West. Virginia, US East. Okay, and put you after US East, put comma. Yeah, put comma, and put a single quotes as single quotes Americas, and close it. Now check this. That's the default value. We did not put the default one. Yeah, check syntax. Okay, so there is no error now. So now this formula field is correct. Okay, click next and you can save this one. And one more thing, blank field handling. Okay, so go previous thing, hit a previous thing. Scroll down. There are two buttons, right? Radio buttons, and what it says is first one, treat blank fields as zeros. If this formula is not returning anything, right? So what the value should look like when the runtime. So since because our formula type is a text, we need to treat the formula which does not return anything as a blank. So select the radio button as a blank.
Come again?
No, yeah, no. Yeah. So select that one. So why we need to select this blank is if this formula is not returning any values. Okay, something like here we have not defined a state value as Texas, but because we are given a default value return as Americas, this is always going to return. Some exception where which we don't want to return a blank value, then I don't want to return zeros. So that's the default setting we have. So I'm switching it to blank rather than a zero because the data type is text. Okay. Click next. Okay, so this is same thing. This we have visible to all profile, and since because it's a formula field, it's not editable. That's why always it's checked as a read only. Okay, click next, and this is always available in all the layouts. That's correct. Okay, click save. Yeah. Now go to lead tab. No, I want to see the data. Go to the lead tab and click all open leads. Okay, and can you edit this one and can you edit? No, edit the view.
Oh, okay.
Edit the view and include the scroll down and it's not
State and province.
yeah. Okay, so yeah, display state, province, and the lead name. First one is lead name and the sales region field. You have select first field. Select the first column name and select scroll down and select your sales region. That's a formula field we added. And now save this view. Okay. So now you see it automatically calculated. Okay. So Virginia it calculated US East. For PA we did not give any values. It's defaulted as America. For California it's changed as US West. Okay, it's good. So now what we are going to do is
Just one question. In that case thing, we can add any number, right? It's not limited.
No, there is a limited in terms of size. Okay, so basically any formula field size in the sense when the runtime compilation it translates into code base, right?
Right.
So that code base has a size of 500 kilobits.
Okay.
Okay, so it's more than that, it's going to warn you.
So, for example, like in this case, if you want to add few more states that we want
you can
to
add it. You can add it. That will not be 52 states. Yeah, you can do it for all the 52 states.
Okay.
Okay, you can add it. Okay. So now we have a state and region. Okay, now what we are going to do is we are going to do a lead assignment process, which is going to assign the lead owners based on the sales region field. Okay. So now I want to create another queue called Americas. Okay. So go to the manage users and create another queue called Americas as you created for sales rep for the other western other geos. Yeah. Go to the queues. Yeah. Create a new queue called Americas. Yeah. And one I will make it available for lead object. And this is only put the admin user alone as the visibility to this one. Puts user will be zonal. Yeah. Only zonal. Okay. Save this one. Okay. Now lead go to the customize lead. Customize leads. Leads. Okay, no, not in the field. Scroll down. There is one called lead assignment rules. And yeah, customize leads. Scroll down called lead assignment rules. Okay. So let's discuss about what is the lead assignment rule. So lead assignment is a business process. Okay. So just consider that you are having a company and you are getting some 1,000, 2,000 inquiries a day through online. Okay, something like you have built the web forms, user are filling out the forms, and your Salesforce is getting a lead. If it is 1,000 leads per day, you should have a system which effectively assign the owner to the lead. Okay, it cannot be manual process. You cannot manually assign the sales rep to every lead for them to work on. It is highly impossible because it's going to consume a lot of time. And by before you assign all the owner to the leads, the next day will come. Then next day new set of leads will come. Okay. So this lead assignment rules in Salesforce is a process which automates the ownership of the leads. Okay. Who should own this lead? How do we determine who should own the lead? So that determination process happens based on the data in the leads. Okay. So most of the lead assignment rules work by two operations. Either it works by based on the product or it works based on the geo, where actually the lead comes from, where actually the user is from. For example, I am Mani, so I am in San Francisco. I am submitting a lead. Okay, so saying that my city is San Francisco. So the lead assignment rule should assign a owner to as a sales rep who should be in San Francisco. It should not assign a sales rep in New York. Okay, it's highly impossible for a sales rep sitting in New York to sell a product to me. I am where I am in San Francisco. So here in this case, city is the criteria. If city is San Francisco, then lead owner should be a sales rep in San Francisco. Okay. So now we have one standard new rules. You can have multiple number of rules, but only one rule can be active at any point of time. Okay. So here we have a standard rule. So click the standard rule name, and the data we have here is your lead is the sales region. That is the key value we are going to use to determine the owner. Okay. So you can edit the first one. Rule entries, and the order is the number of sequence is going to execute. Okay. Instead of lead country, you can select the lead sales region. Okay. And equals US dash West. And if US dash West, I want as an owner, right? So in the now step number 3, you can select as a queue, and you can look for the US dash West queue. Search for US dash West. Okay. Okay. Did you make that queue available or active or anything? Okay, let's save. Okay, let's save the yeah. Go to the queues. Solve queue email. The queue is not US. It says Western. It's not. That's why it did not show. It does not have a US.
Oh, the queue name we have to put, right?
Yeah. That's it. Yeah. Look for the one put as Western or put as a region. It's going to show. Yeah, West is going to show. Okay. There you go. Okay, and yeah, you can save it. Okay, the second one, edit and change it as a sales region is concerned US dash East. Okay, and create one more new rule entry and make it as a sort order as 3. Okay, select sort order as 3 and
Americas for.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, and save this one. Okay, now you have all the rules are set up and okay. And go to that lead view. Go to the lead tab. Yeah, go to the lead tab, and in the all view, open all leads, all open leads, and can you edit and include the lead owner also in the view? Not to a record.
Okay, in the view.
Yeah.
Okay.
You include the owner of the view.
Owner first name and last name or alias?
Just put owner alias alone.
Okay.
So now edit first lead. Yeah, and if you edit that one in the UI, you can see a small checkbox. Scroll down, small checkbox, assignment using act. Yeah, check that one. Yes. And now we save it. Basically, this is the existing record. Okay. Scroll down what it says. Okay, inactive. Okay, go to the rules, and this is the failed source product issue. Go to the rule assignment in lead assignment rules. Yeah, and can you edit and make it inactive? Yeah, edit.
Which one? All three?
No, the rule detail. Yeah, edit. Check that inactive. Yeah, and, make this inactive and save. Okay, then edit and make it active. Okay, make it active and save it. Yeah, now go to the lead record and yeah, save this one. No, yeah, save. Okay, so now we see the lead owner got changed. Okay, so you create a new record, or you can clone the same record. Clone it, hit the clone button, and change your state to California. Scroll down in address information. You can change the state to, instead of BA, put CA. Okay, and scroll down and there is active, right? This is basically this is the one which is going to say go through the assignment rule or not. Okay, now you see it save. It save. Now this go through assignment and it assign the lead to a Western sales engine. Okay, so I want this always this the checkbox which says run through assignment rule should be checked. How do we put that? So that is there in the layout. Okay, on the you see a small arrow on the right hand side, click that one and go to that layout and go to edit layout and click the layout properties. There is a layout properties. Here there is an option says that okay, lead assignment role show on edit page. Now we are going to select that, select by default. Okay, save this one, click OK and then save this layout. Save this layout and go to the leads tab. Go to the leads tab and run that view. Click the view and just edit any of this lead other than the first two which already has a owner, right? Edit any of this view, edit that one and automatically if you scroll down that checkbox will be checked.
Right.
Okay, it's based on the settings we made in the layout. You can save it. So so this is about lead assignments and the lead assignment. Go to the lead assignment rule. I will tell you a few more things about the lead assignment rule. Go to setup. Yeah, and now don't change the rule name. Click cancel and go to the rule name. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so if you click that edit any one of the first rule, edit that first rule. So this is the rule criteria. There are different types of okay. So if you see that the number step 2, it says select the criteria for this rule entry and run this rule if the following criteria are met. Okay, so you have automatic criteria builder. Okay, so any rule criteria should have three important things. One is the operand 1, operator, and operand 2. Here the field is the operand 1, and then we have the operator and the operand 2. And if you have multiple expressions like this, so currently it says and, right? So if I need to remove this and or logic, it is possible. So there is a, can you click that add filter logic link? Okay, so this is the expression builder. So now you see automatically all the and is removed. Now you can add criterias and you can put any kind of logic. You see the example here, you can put and 1 or 2 or something. You can.
So you have and or both logics available.
Yeah, and or logic is available if you enable this filter logic. This is one way of criteria. So there is another one called formula evaluates true, formula criteria. If you go to the step 2, check that, select that list box, list in the, yeah. No, not the rule. Step 2, there is run this rule criteria. You see a criteria are here. Select that one. It says for select that one. So this is your formula editor. Okay, here you can build the expressions. Okay, so now what we are going to do is, okay, so this rule, our thing is, okay, insert field and select your sales region field from the lead. Sales region, insert, and put equals to single quotes US-West and close single quotes, and check the syntax. Okay, then you can save it. Okay, this is also, it's all the same, right? So it can be so this gives more functionality. This is more flexible. You can put all your expressions. You can put if then else conditions. All these things possible in this formula evaluates to true criteria.
Okay, it's basically the same thing.
Same thing, but the first one gives a lot of flexibility. But
Okay.
only thing is you should know some programming logic there. There's analytical skills there. This one is
Right.
straight. You select field equals to R and R condition. Right, but
Right.
this one you need to it's kind of a pseudo code, right? But it gives more
Right.
functionality, it gives more flexibility. You can add any number of criteria here.
Right.
Okay. So these are few things about the lead assignment rules. Okay. So okay. All right. So any questions so far on this?
No.
Okay. So shall we proceed to the next topic, validation rules?
Yeah.
Okay. So the lead one. Okay. What is validation rule? So validation rules helps to keep a clean data to the system. Okay. Assuming in a typical web application, we need to write a validation rule. We need to write a validation rule on every object, every field. Make sure that it does not have a special character in a number field. And because there is no data type for every object, we have a text field. It's going to accept everything. So we need to write a validation rule. Same kind of concept. Okay, but Salesforce has out-of-box validation rules. Okay, so now we are going to create a field called estimated booking in the lead object. Okay, so create a new field called estimated booking in the lead object. Customize leads. Create a new field called estimated booking.
Type. So
Yeah.
now
Type should be a currency. And yeah, that's right.
how do you specify the currency type?
Currency type. Okay, so did you select a data type as currency?
Yeah.
Okay, that's currency. You mean currency type either USD or anything?
Yeah.
So actually, there's a different concept. Okay, I will tell you later. Okay, so
Okay.
currency has to multi-currency has to be enabled in your organization.
Okay.
Okay, so I will tell you where to enable that. Okay. Now we have the estimated booking, and yeah, click next. And see, actually the total length is 18. We have it's kind of we have consumed everything in 18, so we cannot make it 60 comma. Yes, exactly. Click next and make it visible to all the profiles, and yeah, and click next. Yeah, make it visible to all the layout. Save and save. Okay, now we are defined a currency field. Okay, now we are go to the validation thing. The validation rules, lead validation rules, which is the second step. Validation rules. Click new, and rule name is estimated booking check. Estimated booking check. Yeah. Okay. So your condition should be, requirement is, first of all, if estimated booking value is greater than lesser than $10,000, do not allow the user to create a lead at all. I don't want a lead which is going to give me a revenue more than $10,000. That's the requirement. Okay. So insert field. Yeah. Put the estimated booking. So always the expression evaluates to true. Okay, that is the condition. If it evaluates to true, then it's going to display the message. So estimated booking is less than $10,000. Yeah, and put that number $10,000. Yeah, and express. Yeah, so scroll down and check the syntax. Okay, no errors found, and you need to give an error message. The error message is leads cannot be created for estimated booking. There's the error message text box.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay. Here you are going to give leads cannot be created for estimated booking value $10,000 and less. You can put 10K and less or something. Yeah. And this is okay. Value 10 or less. So your checks only greater than, it does not check equal to. So you can put the operator as equal to. Insert operator. Yeah, insert operator and check whether there is less than or equal to. Yeah, less than or equal to. Yes. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Same. And there you have to display this message. There are two options. You can either display the message error location on top of the page or specific to that field. Okay, it's a switch option. We can switch and see. Now save this one. And this rule is triggered at the time of creation, at the time of edit. Go to the existing lead record. Go to the leads tab. Yeah, leads tab. Yeah, and you see estimated booking field here.
I have to refresh, I think.
Yeah, refresh it. Where is that? Yeah, it's their estimated booking
Yeah.
period. And double click and put some value like 9,000, 9K. Type 9K. Salesforce accept short forms. Okay. Save it. You should not be able to save it. Okay. It says you cannot
Right.
be created for estimated booking value which is less than. Yeah, put 11K. Yeah, it's going to allow you to save. Yeah. Okay. So work on this. I am running short of time. I cannot give you assignments on this leads anyway. So evening we'll have our class regularly at 8 o'clock. Okay.
Yeah.
Today,
Okay. Yeah.
And I will, as soon as this recording is available in the server, I will upload it.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Yeah.